Oh, hello! I didn't notice my camera was on. Whoopsie daisy, that's embarrassing. I didn't know you guys could see me doing that. Combing my hair to make it look perfect. Nah, I'm joking. I obviously knew my camera was on. But I'm not getting a haircut soon. Anytime soon, because I am going to get my hair dyed blonde and brown again, probably in November. This month, since today is the 1st, because it is, according to my father's watch, 2:33 in the morning. I got Bob the Skull Ring and his little jawless sibling with me in this video. And I also got his grandparents as well. So let us cut into this video, shall we? Alrighty. So, man, this ring is heavy. This deer skull ring is very, very heavy. 141 grams. It feels like it weighs a pound. Anyways, the title of this video is going to be called There Is No Time. So, when I start wondering, how old will I be? So, this is my father's watch. He's still alive. My dad is still alive, but he gave it to me. And also, one second, because this necklace loves to get tangled up. So this cross right here, this sterling silver cross right here, is my dad's. And also, this is his class ring from his high school in 1976. And this is his watch, too. So, he gave me really special stuff so that when he passes away, I have this stuff that, because people like to have it. My mom has her mother's ring. And so on. And my dad will give me his wedding band too someday. So I was thinking that maybe I can have this watch right here. It's a Citizen Eco Drive. Me, my brother, and my mom got this watch for my dad's birthday or for Christmas, one of those, in the early 2000s. And he wore it for like 15 years. So it's very special. It's a Citizen Eco Drive, meaning it's solar powered. It powers by energy of the sun. It's got a rechargeable battery that only lasts for like 15 years until you have to get it replaced, and then it'll start working again when you get a new one for it. But I was thinking that I could pass this like a family heirloom or something like that. Like if I got married and I died when I was old, I'd pass it on to my kids, and then my kids to their kids, But whenever I think about stuff like that, like me getting married or something like being here in the next 20 years, I instantly get this thought, there's no time. There's no time. I immediately get the thought, there's no time. That we're not going to be here that long. I'm trying to explain the best I can, but it's not just a thought in my mind that immediately comes, but it's also a thought in my soul, in my spirit, in my heart, that time is, we've heard that word, that phrase, time is of the essence. Well, in this world, in real life right now, time is of the essence is just a meaningless term. Because we are way past time is of the essence. We are very, very, very close to hitting the time of there is no more time left. We're at the stage where there is barely any time left. Any time left until what, you may ask? Until the rapture. Until the 7-year tribulation. A couple years ago, I saw in a dream, there was an hourglass. I call it the hourglass of time. It was the hourglass until the rapture happened, the countdown for the rapture. And when I saw the hourglass in my dream, it was humongous. It was like 100 feet tall or something like that. And the hourglass was almost full. Almost full. Several years ago, my bad, not a couple years ago. This was in 2019. This dream was in 2019. I believe God has delayed the rapture because his heart is pure and he wants more people to come to Christ before the rapture happens. And this was in 2019. This was 4.5 years ago at least. And that hourglass was almost full. Almost. There's barely any left falling into the pile of sand. It was so close to being filled all the way. So, when we think about our daily lives, like, what am I going to do next year? When am I going to, like, how am I going to plan a vacation to another country? How am I going to save up money for the vacation I want to, like, Japan? I need to save up, like, $7,000 or something like that, Or people may ask, like, they wonder themselves, like, I need to buy a new house. I'm tired of living in this house. I just want one that's nicer, bigger, and that I can fit more stuff in. People think about, and I do too. I admit it. People think about where they're going to go, how they're going to plan for their vacation, what other house that they're going to have, and they don't put in any investigation where they are going to spend their eternity. They they think they're good enough to go to heaven. The Bible, Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8 through 9, it is by grace you have been saved through faith, not of yourselves. It is a gift of God, lest anyone should boast. So, yeah, they think they're good enough to get to heaven. Obviously, they're not. and they don't even put any investigation of where or how to escape hell. So they just get blindsided on researching where they'll spend eternity, and they just get blindsided on that by like planning for different things in their life. And it's one of the devil's tactics, is to get a person to take their eyes off of how to get saved, where they will go when they die for eternity, and put the lie in their mind that they're good enough to get to heaven as they are. They don't need Jesus, because they're not murderers, they're not rapists, they're not child molesters, so they're not going to hell. They believe that hell is for the worst of the worst people. Well, obviously that's a lie. So if you're a liar, if you told one lie in your life, you're a liar. All liars shall have their part in the lake of fire, Revelation 21:8. Jesus says you don't even have to murder somebody to be a murderer. Jesus says if you hate your brother without a cause, that is the same as murder. Jesus himself, I believe that with all my heart. If Jesus Christ said it himself, then it's true. If you hate anybody without a cause, or if you get angry at somebody without a cause, that's the same as murder. And you are in danger of the judgment. So there's two judgments, one for the believers and one for the unbelievers. When it says the danger of the judgment, it's talking about the great white throne, the one for unbelievers, the one for the unrepentant sinners that never got saved and accepted Jesus as their Lord and Savior. So, there's no time left in this life, in this world. I keep having these dreams. I slept from 1 p.m. all the way until like 3 in the morning, and 1 something in the morning, because it's not even 3 a.m. my bad. And I was having some dreams about the Hamas again. They've been having frequently lately, and they're kidnapping people, they're shooting people. They weren't scary dreams, but God gives me dreams to prepare me for something when I have them frequently. And I do truly believe that the Hamas are going to invade the U.S., but I also believe that the rapture will happen before the Hamas invade the USA, and the church will be raptured before they invade, before the Hamas invade the USA. So, do I believe that this is the beginning of the 7-year tribulation? No, I do not, because the rapture hasn't happened. But if you ask me, do I believe if this is the beginning of World War III? Absolutely. World War III has started. The war in Israel is the start of World War III, or Prophecy 83, or Psalms 83, my bad. Yeah, I do believe World War III has started. God has put it on my spirit that World War III was going to start soon, since 2021, and here we are. And yes, I believe that the rapture is zip. It's really soon now. God has, I believe, been fast forwarding time without us even knowing. Because I'm gonna make that into a separate video too. 2,000 years ago, there wasn't even any electricity, there wasn't any cars or anything that we have now. And it was 2,000 years, and if you look at it, just even a couple hundred years ago, they didn't have much, nearly as much stuff as we do now. And only in that short amount of time, now we have all those things like electronics and like robots and AI and everything like that. God has fast forwarded time to make the end come faster. I truly believe that. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and the rapture is soon. I would be lying to you 100% if I told you that I know the day and hour, because it says in the Bible, no man know the day nor hour, not even the Son or the angels, but the Father alone. So I would never tell you a rapture date, but I will tell you that the rapture is soon. It really is soon, and we are going home soon. We are going home. We are going home soon. A little happy tears a little bit. And so, yeah, hope you guys enjoy.